Hey there, YouTube. It is a rainy Monday here where I am today. I'm not sure if you guys will be able to hear the raindrops in the video. I think you probably will though, because I think I can remember doing a video when it was raining before at one point, and I think you could hear the raindrops in that video. Oh my gosh, it is very dark and gray and cloudy and yeah, rainy. So I guess with the rain, it would make sense for it to be a dark gray day. But my outfit matches, you know, a lot of dark gray colors going on here. So this is just gonna be a quick little hello type of stream, I think, for today. I'm quite tired. I feel like I've been kind of just running around doing a lot lately. This time of year, there's just a lot of stuff that I typically have to do this time of year. So I got gas, especially with my car. I got gas earlier today. The place where I get it, it used to be, for quite a while, up until just recently, it was a gas station where people came out to your car and pumped the gas for you, which I really liked. And then, I don't know, I think at some point, I think it was earlier this year, they tore that original place down, the building, they tore it down, and I was really bummed, and I thought maybe they would put something new up there, but then they rebuilt it. It's a nicer station overall now, but now you have to pump your own gas there, and it's really weird because there's like an attendant like in this booth. It's almost like a toll booth, it looks like. And so it looks like they're like waiting there to come out and pump your gas, but really they're just sitting there in the booth, and then you have to like get out of your car and like walk up to the booth and just be like, here's my money, and I want to get this much gas, please. And then they just take your money and you go pump your own gas now. So I did that earlier. And then, so one nice thing that's happened recently, I don't know, on the one hand, it's a nice thing, but on the other hand, it's very confusing to me. I'm signed up on a website that I've mentioned before here on this channel a few times. It's like an adult type of webcamming type of website. I really don't go on it much, and I really haven't been on there much at all before in the past, or just at any point really. I've technically been signed up on it for quite a long time, but I haven't actually been on it, like streaming and really doing much on there. It's kind of been like one of those pending things. Like, yeah, technically I've been signed up on there, but I've never really actually had the time or the energy or just I've never really felt up to going on there all that much, even all these years that I've technically been signed up on there. Anyways, I got this random check from them in the mail the other day, and I don't know why, because again, I haven't been on there in so long. I don't know where it would have, I don't know why they sent it, and it's just very confusing. I mean, I'm not going to complain, like, okay, that was great, but I just have no idea why they would be sending me that. I don't think I've really been on there. I streamed for like 1 hour and I didn't make anything that time that I did that. That was like maybe a couple weeks ago, a month ago or so. But that was just for 1 hour, and yeah, like nobody tipped me. I don't remember making anything that time. And then besides that, I haven't been on that website since I think May, maybe maybe June, but it's definitely been quite a few months. It's been since like summer. I don't even think I went on there for summertime. It was probably since spring, pretty much, since like before summer. And it is almost mid-November now. Let's see, today is November 10th. Yeah, tomorrow's Veterans Day. Tomorrow is 11/11, actually. So yeah, that's part of why I was trying to get out and do a bunch of stuff today, because I'm sure a lot of places are going to be closed tomorrow. So anyway, yeah, that was very random to me. The only thing I can think is maybe because it was my birthday recently. My birthday was the end of October. But so the check they sent me, it wasn't for like a crazy amount, but it's actually for more than what I've made on there before. Even when I was getting tipped on there a little bit here and there before. I used to stream back in like May and June. Definitely May, maybe June. I went on there a few times, and the few times that I went on there, those times, I was doing like 8 hours or longer at a time, like just 8 hours plus of streaming back then. And I really wasn't getting tipped very much for that, but I just thought that was like normal because, again, I don't go on there much, and up until then it had been like so many years, probably 5 or 6 years since I had been on there. So when I wasn't getting tipped this past May, maybe June or so, let's just say this past spring, yeah, I was getting tipped a little bit, but not much at all. But I just thought that was normal because I'm still pretty new to being on there. Really don't go on there much. But this check they just sent me randomly out of nowhere, just out of the blue, was for more than what I had made those times that I was getting tipped. So very, just kind of very bizarre, very strange. It was a nice, happy surprise, but I was like, well, not really too sure. But you know what? The checks that I've gotten from them in the past were also for like different amounts than what it said on their website. The whole thing is just very confusing to me, that website. I think that's part of why I'm scared to go on there. There's a lot of reasons I'm scared to go on there. You know, like obviously like it's an adult site. So, but yeah, that definitely adds to me being kind of apprehensive and freaked out about going on there, because the whole thing is just so confusing to me. But other than that, I mean, I really like the website. I just mostly like being a viewer, like watching other people on there, like watching other models streaming. When I try to do it myself, it just freaks me out and confuses me and stresses me out so much. But you know what? Getting that in the mail, I'm not gonna lie, it does kind of give me a little bit of more incentive to try to maybe go back on there at some point. Just, if anything, to try to keep my account on there, you know what I mean? Just so they don't, like, I don't know, like, cancel my account, or I just don't want to have to re-sign up. Because back this past May, when I went on there after having not been on there for like 5 or 6 years, at that point, after all those years, I had to re-sign up and get like re-verified and do that whole process where you have to like send pictures of your ID and like fill out online paperwork, like online electronic forms and stuff. So that's just always, I hate that kind of stuff. It's always kind of a hassle and stressful for me to do stuff like that. So to try to avoid having to do that again, that was pretty much the only reason I went on, maybe a few weeks ago, a month ago, just for the 1 hour. I just went on for 1 hour, just to see that I could still log in and stream, basically. And that time, that was the only time that I've been on there, like, not really bothering to try to get ready. Like, I was just in like my PJs, basically, like no makeup, no wigs, just basically browsing the web like I would normally do from my laptop. I just wanted to see that I could still sign in, you know? So anyway, I I don't know, maybe, I guess getting that in the mail is kind of like, well, maybe I shouldn't completely give up on that site, just maybe keep every now and then trying to log in just to test the waters here and there. I don't know, maybe. It's just like that little bit of hope, maybe, kind of thing. I want to think. Because, yeah, I mean, I really do have a tough time here at the club. I definitely don't feel like I'm very successful as a stripper. It's more of a workout for me. And that kind of thing. Just something to do with myself, something to structure into my days and my nights and get me out of my apartment. Yeah, that kind of thing, I guess. But well, it was a happy surprise, that was. And I was saying recently, it's been 6 months since I've smoked marijuana, so, and then I was saying, well, maybe I'll just try to, I was thinking of maybe breaking that and then, having a little bit for my birthday a couple weeks ago, the end of October, but then I was just so busy with stuff that it kind of slipped my mind, and then I was like, well, let's just see how much longer I can keep going. But then I was saying, well, why don't I wait till like something nice happens, and that'll probably like I won't smoke again until something nice happens, and then that'll probably stretch the time frame that I'm gonna keep staying sober and not smoking weed and stuff. I just don't know if this would count as like, you know what I mean? I don't know. My favorite manager here at the club is going to be leaving next spring. I think he said April. So that's so close to May, like obviously May would be right after that. So now with that, I'm kind of thinking, well, if I don't smoke until then, that would actually be a full year, because when I stopped smoking, it was this past May. So then I'm kind of thinking, like, now that I've gone past the 6-month mark, I'm like, well, maybe I should just wait until then, and then that's going to be like a really difficult thing for me when he leaves. I'm sure I'm going to have that much more of a difficult time trying to do the dancing here at the club and just deal with all the crazy stuff that comes with it. And I've just always struggled with this stuff, with the dancing and so many other things, but I know that's really going to be tough for me. I've been like trying to prepare myself, like he mentioned this a while ago, and like ever since he mentioned it like over a year ago, pretty much. It's funny because like I kind of joke, like most people, like you're lucky if they'll give 2 weeks notice when they're going to be leaving a job. This guy gave like 2 years, which I thought was pretty awesome, and I really appreciate that as well from him. But so ever since I've known that though, that he's going to be leaving, I've been trying to like mentally prepare myself for it. So yeah, now I'm kind of like, well, he's leaving around April next year. If I can go until around then, push it till May, that'll be a full year for me of not smoking. So that's maybe a thing I might try to do. I don't know, that's a whole another 6 months. We'll see how it goes. I'm still not too sure. Just another like, thing that I've been thinking about lately. But yeah, so after I got gas, I went to the bank to cash that check. And then most of what that check was for went to my car registration, because yeah, right after that, I went to the town hall to get my car registered. And then I went to the grocery store. They had Cheerios. It's so weird, one of the grocery stores that I go to, the one that I usually go to the most around here, they'll have Cheerios on sale, but only certain flavors at a time. So today I found a box of pumpkin spice Cheerios on sale for $2. And I don't think I've ever tried pumpkin spice Cheerios before. I don't think I've ever tried that flavor. I'm not like a huge pumpkin spice person, like like, yeah, I feel like it's one of those silly things they'll add to just about anything this time of year. but I don't mind it, you know, like I like the flavor enough. I don't dislike it, you know, like it's kind of a fun thing for fall, I guess, for this time of year. So yeah, I don't think I've ever tried that flavor of Cheerios before. I thought that was exciting, kind of, oh, I got $2 box of Cheerios, new flavor. um, I'm going on 4 hours of sleep today, approximately. I worked until close last night here at the club, and I'm back here at the club again right now, about to go back in for another shift. Probably another 10-hour shift is what I'm gonna try to do. Oh. But another nice thing that I'm happy about lately, I was able to watch back the last stream that I did on here, which was Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. Damn, it's been a few days. Normally, I would have tried to come on and do a stream yesterday before work. I usually like to try to do streams the same days that I work. I'll try to squeeze it in before work or like shortly after I sign in, if I take a quick break, preferably before it gets dark out, that kind of thing. But yesterday, I just wasn't able to squeeze it in. I just wasn't able to find the time. You know, I've been kind of just trying to do a lot and catch up on sleep here and there when I can, because yeah, last week I was pretty busy with stuff, with my car, trying to get stuff fixed with my car and my phone. But yeah, I think I was able to get those things fixed with my car and my phone, thankfully, because my car has definitely seemed to be back to normal and sounding and driving how, you know, like I'm used to and how I think it's supposed to, not acting up and being weird, basically, like it was recently, until I was able to get it fixed last week. Yeah, last Thursday. And then last Thursday, before I did that last stream that I did, I went to the internet store and asked them about, you know, because before that I was having some issues with my streams, kind of freezing up and being staticky, choppy, that kind of thing. But then after I went to the internet store on Thursday, they told me to switch off the Wi-Fi and just go with using data, I guess, for streams. And so that's what I did for that stream, the last stream that I did on Thursday evening. And when I watched that back later, it did seem to make an improvement with that. Like, it seemed to run a lot smoother. Definitely a lot better than the streams that I had been doing before that. So yeah, this one is kind of just like another little testing the waters kind of thing with that. I did remember to shut the Wi-Fi off before I started this stream. So, you know, but it is raining. So it'll be interesting to see how this one does. Hopefully it goes smooth like the last one did. Some other pretty good news. My friend Taz, that's been on here a couple of times, she recently got a new apartment, and I'm pretty sure it's around here, pretty close to the club. And she mentioned maybe streaming over there sometime together, which I think would most likely be quite an upgrade from the dressing room that we've done our streams from here before. The dressing room here at the club where we've streamed before, you know, it's okay, but you know, it's not the fanciest. It's not the greatest place to stream from. It's pretty much just the only kind of like somewhat private spot that you can find in the club that I'm aware of. But she sent me a couple pictures of her new place, and it looks really nice. And then it's kind of funny because my place is, I've been there for quite a while, and you know, yeah, back when I first moved in there, I was quite a bit younger, because it was a while ago. So I wasn't really thinking things through very well as far as like the furniture that I got and the stuff that I got when I was moving in there. I mean, that whole situation was kind of messy, like a lot of things have been for me in my life. It was kind of rushed, and I was just scrambling and moving out of a bad situation at that time. But anyways, so yeah, the stuff that I have in my apartment, a lot of it I really don't use. It just feels a bit cluttered. Um, and just like getting older, and like even you can tell by my car is messy too. My apartment's not as bad as my car, but parts of it kind of are, if not worse. Not like, I wouldn't say dirty, but just messy, you know what I mean? Just cluttered. Really needs to be organized and sorted through a lot of it. I mean, a lot of stuff has gone missing from my car and my apartment. So not big things, but like little things, I think, that are just to mess with me and get in my head, because I'm a dancer, I guess, or whatever it might be. Whatever the reason might be for that. I think it's just to mess with me. I don't really know who or why that has happened before in the past. But I think that's a big part of why I kind of just like leave things messy a lot of times. Like, I just don't want to care about my stuff that much because, yeah, like stuff's gone missing and I'm like, well, F it, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't want to care about any of this stuff then. Like, whatever I don't have in my bag on my person with me at all times, it's like anything else could just disappear pretty much. So I'm just like, whatever, to heck with it. So I think that is a big part of why I just leave stuff messy, because I just don't want to care, because it's really a bummer when you have stuff go missing. So it's just one of those things I try not to think about, I guess, I just try to put it out of my head as best I can. But anyway, so yeah, there's a lot of just kind of messy clutter areas in my apartment, similar to how my car is, and a lot of stuff I don't really know what to do with, that I kind of just don't want to bother with anymore. I try to think of it as like insulation for the winter time, because I don't put the heat on in my apartment. This will be my fourth year with no heat on. But anyway, so I was thinking with Taz, I was like, well, if there's anything that you need, like supplies or furniture, like just let me know. I've actually brought in a couple of things here to the club. I brought in a beanbag and a pillow and a couple of like organizational type of drawer cabinet type things, because I don't want to say many things, but one of the multiple things that's gone missing from my apartment was actually in one of those drawers. So after that happened, or after I realized that had happened, I was like, okay, this entire cabinet drawer thing, I don't want anything to do with this thing anymore. I'll just get rid of the entire thing. I'll just get the entire cabinet thing out of this apartment. I just didn't want to see it, didn't want it there anymore. So I stuffed it full of a bunch of like outfits, like club kind of outfits that I didn't want anymore, I guess, that didn't really fit me properly, or that I had never really worked well for me here at the club when I had tried them before. So yeah, I just stuffed all the drawers full of like random outfits I didn't want anymore and brought those into the club this past summer. So they're still in there now. They're actually right near my locker, and they're kind of nice. They're like, I forget about them a lot, but like they're handy to like set your stuff on. And like the drawers were actually open last night which usually they're closed. I think a lot of people just kind of like, once you see something a lot and it's not new anymore, sometimes we'll just kind of forget about it, or it's like just fades into the background. But yeah, last night the drawers were open and there was still like a few little things in there. Not a lot left in there, but because when I brought them in, there were a lot of outfits in there, a lot of stuff. And I originally was like, maybe I should try to sell some of this stuff and make a few extra bucks, you know, but I'm kind of just too lazy for that. I know that sounds terrible, but I don't know. I try to be like a generous person when I can. I'm definitely not generous with money because of how difficult it is for me to make money, but, and because of how much, you know, like I've always struggled financially pretty much, like, so yeah, I wouldn't say that I'm generous with money, but I try to be generous. I think especially because of that, I try to be generous with other things, like just material things. Like I've always, not always, but a lot of times I've given stuff away for free, just to dancers, to people I've known in the past. A lot of nice things too. Like I've given away a lot of stuff. Furniture, like I've given away a lot of stuff. But so yeah. And actually it's so cute because I saw Taz wearing a few of the things that I had in those drawers. Like she's one of the kind of dancers that will just like love that stuff and be like, yay, new outfits. So, and obviously they look amazing on her. Like, I don't know. I pretty much just wear this dress that I'm wearing now, my little black dress. I pretty much just always wear this one dress. It's like my blankie dress. it's like my security blanket, you guys. That sounds so bad. But I just don't like the way most outfits look on me, unfortunately. Like, and even if I do, I dance a certain way here at the club and I go on the pole, you know? So it's like, even if I like the way something looks on me, which is rare, but even if I do, it's like, well, does it actually function on stage for me or on the pole? And then the answer to that is usually no. So I don't know, this one little black dress that I'm wearing has just always worked well for me and just been simple and easy and my favorite. Easy to wash, easy to dry. They say black goes with everything. I don't know. It's just my little black dress and it works for me and it's worked for me for a while. So I just kind of like pretty much always just go with this now. Just to try to simplify things for myself in some way, shape, or form with something. Yeah, as I get older, I kind of just have more of like a minimalist kind of like mindset with stuff. I get overwhelmed very easily, and even more so as time goes on. You know, like too many choices, too many options. Like I just get very overwhelmed and I have a difficult time deciding between things and like choosing one thing over the other. Like I just, you know, it's like I just turned 37. My brain hurts at this point. Like it's hurt for a while and it just keeps increasing. Like just, oh my gosh, like overload, you know what I mean? Anyway, okay, so I'm not sure if this is like how to say this in like an okay way, but I mentioned this to Paris too when she got her apartment not that long ago. I think it was this past year. I was like, if you need anything, let me know. I'll try to like bring over what I can. And then I say that like meaning it in a like normal way, but then also some of the stuff that I have at my apartment that I don't use anymore is kind of related to the website that I'm on. I guess what I might describe as like accessories that could go along with being on certain kinds of websites, like an adult website. I don't know if that's okay to say, but I don't know. I had great intentions when I got these things, and I at one point kind of did get some use out of them, but I don't anymore, basically. I'm just not in the right frame of mind anymore for a lot of stuff, including a lot of my accessories. You know, I tried to remember to put this one necklace thing on. I actually made this myself. It's like a random strap from an outfit, and then I just added, I don't know. I make necklaces sometimes, but I don't wear a lot of jewelry typically. Like, if I do, it's really just to like do a video on here. But so yeah, I have a lot of accessories that really don't get much use. And so then I kind of think to myself, should I maybe try to bring these types of accessories to them too, since I don't really use them anymore? Like, I guess that's also stuff that I could bring over there. But I just don't want them to go to waste, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just have a lot of random crap and a lot of accessories, and yeah, so I'm like, I was like, well, like, there's so much stuff that I could donate or bring to my friends' new apartments. I don't know. I just get silly ideas for things sometimes, but it's like, how do you ask them that too? Like, oh, would you get any use out of this? Because I sure don't anymore. I've only done the one interview with Paris, but I've done 2 interviews with Taz so far. And I don't know, Taz just seems to really like coming on here, and she's like outgoing with stuff like this. Paris, I think, is a little more shy. But yeah, so I already have a 3rd round of questions ready for Taz, if we're able to do a video again at some point. So it's not as long of a list, but I still have more questions to ask her. Maybe I could try to ask her about this, like, in a relatively PG kind of way. I don't know how to phrase it, but I hate trying to be PC. I hate censorship so much. I really do. I have to say it. Like, it's so difficult for me to not just be able to say what I want to say. Like, I don't know how to say things. Like, and even on YouTube, like, I've seen so many, like, sexual innuendos and, like, from other YouTubers, posters, streamers, whatever you would call them. But I don't know. I've seen some crazy shit on here. But yeah, I mean, most of it has been from like big name people that have a lot of like followers and subscribers. So I guess when that's the case, like, the rules are a little different, or they've been, I don't know how that all works. But anyway, oh, but on that note, I think I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers, which is pretty exciting. I think it was like 962 last I checked. So I try not to pay too much attention to that, because numbers stress me out with stuff a lot, and I don't even really technically know what subscribers actually means. It's another one of those things I have to like research more online. I just try not to stress myself out with stuff like that, you know, because I do get overwhelmed and stressed out very easily by things. But I mean, it's still exciting. I want to think it's, you know, a good thing and exciting. I guess maybe I could try to have a goal to get to 1,000 before the end of this year. Maybe could be a goal. I don't know. It looks like it's getting a little bit closer, you know, bit by bit, inch by inch, human by human, or bot by bot, or whatever it is, whatever. Instead of bit by bit, bot by bot. Oh, I hope they're not all bots, but oh well, either way, you know what I mean? Whatever. We're almost at 4 digits, guys, so that's kind of exciting. But oh, 4 digits. Speaking of which, it's also almost 4 o'clock, and so that's the time that I usually try to sign in here to the the time that I usually try to sign into the club here. Well, that's where I'm at. I'm in the club parking lot. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna sign in for work. Try to sign in a few minutes here. And it looks like this video is already almost 40 minutes as well. So that's my quick hello, I guess. I was like, well, it'll just be a few minutes, you know. 40 minutes is on the shorter side for me, apparently. And you know, I'm pretty sure there were even a few other things that I wanted to mention. I haven't been taking as many notes for my videos lately. A lot of times when I have things that I want to mention, I'll try to take notes for them, just to like, I've always been a note taker and just like remind myself. But lately, I guess I've just been like really busy with a lot of stuff. So the past few videos that I've done, I just kind of been winging it, you know, which is difficult for me because I'm very like ADHD and I forget things very easily. And I also ramble about random stuff too. Oh, this like one piece is like, why is that always sticking out like that? Oh my god. What is that? Why is that doing that? It looks like I put hairspray there and it's like something it's like there's something about Mary, except not the same reason, I swear. It's not, there's not even hairspray in my hair. I don't know why that's doing that. Oh my gosh, what is going on, you guys? Why is that? Should I try to take a thumbnail like this? What's the Zoolander face? I can't do it because my face isn't slim enough for that. He had better cheekbones. I don't really barely even have cheekbones, but okay. I feel like I should put earmuffs on for this. I don't know what that is. Why is it doing that? Here. Well, hopefully this makes somebody smile besides just myself. Oh my god. Oh. I'm still someone. So as long as I'm smiling, that counts as someone. Somebody. I don't know why it's so funny to me. So yeah, before I wrap this up, also I have been shutting off the live stream comments on these live streams lately because I wanted to think, I mean, they distract me sometimes. I don't know, it's another thing that can stress me out sometimes. But also I was hoping with that it might improve the stream quality, like upload speed, hopefully get the videos to be a little less choppy. But I'm gonna try to watch this one back later when I can and see if it runs smoothly like my last one from Thursday did, without the Wi-Fi, I guess just streaming with the data option. So if this one runs smooth, like the last one did, then maybe I can go back to trying to have the comments again at some point and see if they still run smoothly with those as well. I'm still just kind of trying to feel this stuff out with the streaming, and just this past Thursday was my first time like learning about the different options with streaming from Wi-Fi versus streaming from your phone's cellular data. It's all Greek to me. I really don't understand anything with technologies type stuff. You know, so but I try. I'm trying to Google things and research things as best I can. You know, it's just time-wise, it has been difficult for a little while now, the past few months, I've been doing like 10-hour night shifts, like 3-4 nights back to back. And there's a story with that, you know. I don't really feel able to work other nights because for various reasons, you know, here at the club, allergies and anxiety and just a whole mess of reasons. But I've mentioned before in a few other videos, you know, in the past on here. Don't really want to get into that too much right now because I only have 5 more minutes to sign in for work before 4 o'clock. So anyways, it was great to get to come on here with you guys today. Try to cheer up this gray, rainy day a little bit over here, and hopefully maybe cheer someone else out there up as well. I was smiling, hopefully someone else was smiling watching this. But yeah, hope you guys are well. Great to come on and say hi, and hopefully I'll be able to get back on here pretty soon. Peace out for now.